Okay, now our paint is dry and dry to the touch. And I was just looking at this wood that we have here today, and it kind of looks like a kitchen cabinet, and it reminded me of something I wanted to mention about the prep when we first started. If you're doing kitchen cabinets and you've got a heavy grease buildup on them, I used to do a lot of kitchen cabinets and found that to be the case, or if you've got a nice piece of old antique furniture that has a big wax buildup because someone has lovingly waxed it over the years, just a quick step you can do. Edward and we have developed a little do-it-yourself sheet, and on that there's a recipe for a solution that includes vinegar, Dawn dishwashing liquid, and water, and you can mix that up and go over the cabinets and get rid of that wax or grease buildup that you may have. But fortunately we don't have that today, so we'll just keep going. So I'm going to go ahead with our second coat, and again I'm going to use this really nice European brush that holds a lot of paint. And you can go a little bit heavier on your second coat. What's happened is the first coat absorbs into the wood, and that's why you get such a nice bonding action with it. And it's a little different than using a regular old house paint, because you're going to find this really grabs onto the wood once it's cured. But it's already done that. I'm not really laying it on, I'm letting it absorb on the first coat, and then the second coat's going right over it nice and smooth and giving me that heavy, matte, beautiful vintage look that we all like so much. And look at how much it covers. It's one of the things I really appreciate is the level of pigments that are in this paint, because a lot of paint lines that I've worked with, if you do a turquoise color like this, or red, or the Oxford, the beautiful dark gray black they have, in another paint line you might have to do 3 or 4 coats to get good coverage. And then this one, 2, and we're good to go. Another reason why this is so addicting. Again, I'm just going to do the crisscross in the center to get that nice coverage. Got a little bit of brush action there, which we can get off real easy. That's how you get the bristles off. And a little bit around the edges, and we'll be good. And what you want to do after you get the second coat on is allow your paint to cure. So that means instead of us waiting just until it's dry to the touch, we're actually going to wait until it's cured, and that means it's going to create a chemical bond with the wood, and then we'll be able to do our glazes and our waxes and our other decorative things on the surface, maybe crackles and that sort of thing, and not have any problems because we've got that good chemical bond. I think the 2 biggest problems that anybody has when they do furniture painting is 1, putting too much product on in the first coat and the second coat, and 2, not waiting long enough before they go to do the next coat, whatever that may be, whether it's the second coat of paint or a wax or a glaze. You need to wait and let it do that chemical bond with the wood, and then you're going to be good to go. Okay, and that's pretty just the way it is, but we're going to do some fun things to it to give it a vintage and antique look and to make sure that it's sealed properly coming up.